gentlemen, welcome to an episode of the Tuesday Night Live review, where, in a weird turn of events, I feel like the longer the night went on, the less exciting it got.
I would have to agree.
We started things out, as per usual, with Smackdown Live.
Yes. With the return of John Cena.
Yeah, who cut a promo.
America!
Like John Cena does. Then he was interrupted by Rusev also returning.
2 returns at the beginning of Smackdown. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, Rusev with the legitimate gripe, in my opinion,
I agree.
of why was there 2 months of John Cena is going to return promos, but no Rusev comes back promos? Because we haven't heard anything from Rusev since the time that he had the video demanding to be put in a title match at Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Which was after a week or two, disregarded completely.
Yeah, it essentially didn't matter because then we were so focused on Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton that there wasn't even a spot, and then he wasn't even considered for Money in the Bank. And Shane and Dan and Bryan just went, whatever, and just kind of moved on to whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah. And essentially Cena challenged Rusev to a flag match.
Rusev said, sure, but not now.
And so now it's going to happen at Battleground.
Because they have flags for the theme of Battleground.
Battleground. Capital Punishment 2.
Cena did have a flag in that poster, didn't he?
Maybe.
I think he did.
I remember that.
Maybe
All I
I'm
remember
wrong.
about that is that's the pay-per-view where R-Truth challenged Cena for the belt.
I'm pretty sure Cena has an American flag standing in front of the White House. Or the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Which makes way more sense for capital punishment.
White House Punishment. Way worse name for a pay-per-view where R-Truth loses.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Alright, what happened next?
Then we had Daniel Bryan talking to Chad Gable and AJ Styles because Kevin Owens doesn't feel that either of them should be in the Independence Day Battle Royal, so he's making them face each other for one spot only. Either AJ Styles or Chad Gable goes in the match.
As Daniel Bryan called it, it's a win and you're in match.
Yeah. That's a clever...
And that match is going to happen now.
And it was good.
Yeah, it was. And some of it happened in the commercial. I wasn't even mad.
And it was good because they let us watch it in the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I don't know why they don't do that for the fucking main event. It's like they do it throughout the entire show, but not for the main event.
Yeah, and, they have good chemistry.
Gable looked like $1 million.
Yeah, no, it's really, I don't know what made WWE decide that they're going to start using Chad Gable by himself, while Jason Jordan was hurt.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were just going to keep them off until they can come back together.
Yeah.
But, in a way, it's been working wonders for Gable, which is, I think maybe going to help out American Alpha for when they actually get to do the team stuff again.
Kind of show that both of them are... I mean, they're both capable of stuff, but we saw Jason Jordan later on in the Battle Royal by himself, but he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, and he was one of the earliest people out.
Yeah, he was eliminated during the commercial.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Chad Gable, last week, or no, was it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he challenged Kevin Owens, and now this week, he's kicking ass against AJ Styles. So, Chad Gable is getting the big push here.
Yeah, apparently, from 0 to 60 real quick, because it was from weeks of not being on TV to weeks against, 2 weeks in a row against top talent on SmackDown.
Yeah.
AJ won.
It did.
With a phenomenal forearm.
Despite Gable tossing him around like a rag doll. Phenomenal forearm, dropped Chad Gable. So
He had to go for it twice, though, to hit it.
Yeah. So AJ takes the 15th spot in the Independence Day Battle Royal. Then we found out that Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley were going to be in the Battle Royal.
And then I said, I don't like this Battle Royal as much anymore.
And then Carmel's came out.
Yeah, then Daniel Bryan came out.
And said,
interrupted the Carmelibration.
Well, actually, first it was Naomi.
Oh, well.
Naomi came out and talked trash to both of them, but then told James that there was someone else who had issues with him. I thought it was going to be Becky Lynch, but it was Daniel Bryan instead. And Daniel Bryan said, James, what am I going to do with you? And then James answered the rhetorical question, and Daniel Bryan told him to shut up. And he said, that was a rhetorical question. I already know what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to ban you from the building. And I'm going to fine you $10,000. And don't expect a paycheck because you're suspended for 30 days. And if you decide to break any of those rules, I'll have to strip Carmella of the Money in the Bank. And at that point, Carmella's like, James, get the fuck out of the building.
Yeah, she went from resisting to complying very fast.
Resisting to insisting. They got the hell out of Dodge. While Naomi got set for a third title match against Lana.
And boy, if this wasn't the quickest one yet.
It was like 3 moves.
If.
All I remember was the sunset flip into the submission.
Yeah, that was it. It was
whatever
like
set that up.
I'm pretty sure it was just a kick.
Lana tapped out in like 10 seconds. But now apparently she's going to get toughened up by Tamina.
I'm okay with this.
I'm interested to see what direction this goes.
I'm interested to see any direction Lana goes. Hey,
that's a good point. Shinsuke was doing a promo.
Yeah, he didn't get very far.
No, because Baron Corbin hit him with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
And then they tried to fight.
And Baron Corbin
ran away like a bitch.
wearing a weird ass, like, button up shirt. It looked like something Bray Wyatt threw away. But not really, because it was like way too tight.
Honestly, most of the stuff that Baron Corbin wears looks like it's just patches of stuff that Bray Wyatt threw away.
Well, vice versa, to be honest.
They just share clothes.
Yeah, Baron, wear a shirt that's the right size, and no more of these hipster button downs.
Fashion advice from Kevin Hawk.
But keep it tucking people in the briefcase.
Yeah.
It's what heel Money in the Bank guys do.
Then
you just wink finger gun at Baron Corbin.
Well, then we had the rap battle. This
was one of the best parts.
This was probably the best part of the show. I was so not excited for this, but boy was it fucking good.
Well, they got Wale to MC the rap battle.
Yeah, so an actual hip hop artist who is a big wrestling fan, I appreciate that. And he did a great job, doing his part as far as, he was supposed to be an impartial judge and, keeping the peace. Like, Usos came out with like 12 dudes in day one-ish hoodies and shit. And so then the New Day brought out like
the Rosebuds.
Rosebuds in unicorn and rainbow gear. And so like Wale is not a big dude, and he's got like 2 giant groups that he needs to try and like keep the peace between. But boy, did the New Day and the Usos come to fucking play with a rap battle.
Yeah, I mean, it was clever. Some of it definitely felt really scripted and rehearsed.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
I wasn't expecting it to be like off the top of the head or anything.
Yeah, no, but it just, there were too many things like where it seemed in their raps that reference what the other person just said. Mm-hmm. So it was like obviously they wrote it to where they knew there was going to be retorts in there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It was still some of the things they said though.
It was funny all the way around, but the biggest pipe bomb, if you will, of the whole thing was talking about Xavier Woods getting rated R.
Yeah, no.
Yikes.
When that dropped, the crowd, everyone in the ring, and us included, all went, Oh shit! That was. I did not expect them to go there, and I appreciated it. And Woods took it in stride.
Yes. So that's rated X, guys.
It's true.
Not R.
Well, it's rated R because we haven't guaranteed that was Xavier Woods. There's only speculation.
I've seen it. It's Xavier Woods.
Okay, fair enough. If you don't know what we're talking about, that sucks. But eventually, the New Day ended up saying some shit that pissed off the Usos. So the Usos attacked the New Day.
And that was one of the rules: is there's no violence to be had during the rap battle.
Yeah, it's bars, not scars. And so therefore, the Usos were disqualified, and the New Day won the rap battle.
And while they lost one of his shoes in the scuffle.
Yes, he did. And I believe he at one point said, "This is why we can't have nice things."
Yes.
I appreciate anyone that can add that into a segment. Then we had Aiden English try his chances against Randy Orton.
And, I mean, he did pretty good.
For a second.
And then Randy Orton took his invincibility pills.
Yeah, and then he also hit Aiden English in the face with the steel stairs.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're going to get down and technical with it, Aiden English beat Randy Orton.
That's the thing. Randy Orton didn't seem to care, though. He still hit Aiden English with an RKO afterwards.
Randy Orton's been beaten by two of the biggest jobbers of 2016.
Yeah, you're right.
And next week, Randy Orton loses to the Ascension.
I mean, sure. We did have Jinder come out afterwards, cut a promo, and try to talk to his people, and then Randy Orton called him a jackass.
I actually was going to kick his ass all the way back to India.
Yeah, he was going to RKO his ass back to India.
Whatever. It's just more back to the country that he doesn't actually come from, because he's from Canada. But you guys just kayfabing it, and oh, hell, holy hell.
But he's still Indian.
Yeah.
He's just half Canadian. Part Canadian. I don't know how much Canadian he actually is.
He could very well be 100% full-blooded Indian, but he would be a natural-born citizen of Canada.
True. Then we had two segments prior to the Independence Day Battle Royal that were absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
The first one of which was an interview with Ty Dillinger.
Hosted by Today Young. The newest, blondest, most buxom backstage announcer in SmackDown right now.
And a creepy construction worker.
No, he didn't host the interview. He was just...
No, but he was present.
He was in the background. His name's Gus.
Yep.
He was just kind of eavesdropping.
Which is weird. His name was Gus, but Ty called him Fandango.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Fandango is Gus's nickname because he likes. He likes to dance.
Is he one of the village people?
Maybe. And then,
oh my God.
it was the showing, they always have to make some sort of a point before a Battle Royal or Royal Rumble that it's every man for themselves.
Yeah.
So the whole point of this was Ty Dillinger talking about the fact that, potentially a team like Breezango or any other team that would be in the Battle Royal at the same time could end up having to come to blows if a team were the last two guys in the Battle Royal.
Yep.
And then Gus and Tenay shared a moment.
And then we switched from Tenay to Renee, who was doing an interview with Mike and Maria Kanellis.
Weird. That's not... I figured if I ever used the words Mike and Tenay in a sentence in wrestling related, it would just be about Mike Tenay, but
nope.
We've had now a reason to say Tenay and Mike.
Thanks, Smackdown.
For completely different reasons.
Mike and Maria putting over the fact that
They're in love.
yeah,
And love conquers all.
and not many people have love.
No.
And then there was a crash, and then we find out that Sami Zayn's stretch is really loud.
Yeah, my thing that I'm wondering is, like, what fell? Because there wasn't, like, anything around him that looked crash-worthy.
What I'm assuming is there was, like, those metal poles that make, like, all of the fucking noise in backstage segments were just up there, and Sami just, like...
Sami was practicing haluva
Yeah,
kicks.
he's just haluva kicked into a stretch and just kicked that stuff off of the fucking table that he was on. And then he was very sorry. He apologized for interrupting them last week.
Then his music started.
And he goes,
"Oh God, I gotta go.
I gotta go." And he was the first entrant into the Battle Royal.
Which included the Ascension, the Hype Bros, Breezango, Jason
Primo,
Jordan,
Sin Cara,
Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler.
AJ Styles. I think that's it. I think we said them all.
Probably.
It was alright.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler got eliminated surprisingly early.
Yeah. A couple of people got eliminated during the commercial.
Yep, including Jason Jordan, because we didn't know him.
Mojo can fuck off.
Yeah, he eliminated Luke Harper and Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And somebody else. Whoever was in between. It's one of the heels.
Oh, Connor.
Yeah.
He eliminated Connor.
Fuck off.
No, Sami eliminated Connor. I don't remember who he eliminated.
It was whoever was going to eliminate Zack Ryder.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Yeah. Fuck you, Mojo.
But that's okay. Because he got eliminated. And it came down to Ty Dillinger, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah. And Ty was kicking ass for a second.
Yeah. But don't do your finisher in Battle Royals, because you don't win by doing finishing moves. You win by throwing people out of the ring.
And after you do your finisher to both people, don't try and eliminate both of them at the same time. Because, like, Ty, you're good, but you're not that strong.
Unless you're Shawn Michaels.
Well.
Shawn Michaels single-handedly in one Royal Rumble eliminated Mabel and Vader at the same time.
Were they trying to eliminate each other?
And themselves.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
They were heavily leaning against the ropes.
Here's the difference. Sami Zayn and AJ Styles were not trying to eliminate each other.
No.
Ty made the mistake of just trying to do it all by himself. And that failed. He ended up getting eliminated. And I don't actually remember how the rest of this went.
Sami Zayn and AJ Styles fought on the outside for a second. On the
apron.
apron.
They teased the suplex thing.
Yeah, they teased a similar finish to the last Battle Royal where AJ and Harper both landed at the same time, which is weird because we put both those words in their own set of quotes. But AJ just ended up knocking Sami Zayn off the apron with a Pele kick.
And then Kevin Owens attacked.
He's a dick. That was it. That was Smackdown. Then we had 205 Live, which was sadly the most boring part of the whole thing.
And it didn't help that the first 10 minutes had Titus O'Neil without Akira Tozawa. And only Neville to try and soothe our pain. And what did they follow that with? Neville defeating Lince Dorado again.
Not soothing Lindsay's pain.
Give Lince a fucking break. He's really good. And we had Jack Gallagher versus Tony Nese again.
Yep. Tony Nese is still a dick. This
Jack
time, Jack Gallagher caught him this time, though.
Yeah.
The injury feign did not work.
Nope.
And he got a headbutt and a drop kick for his troubles.
Yep.
And then a weird promo from Brian Kendrick dressed as Paul Revere.
You mean the Paul Revere?
Yeah. The Paul Revere.
Pretty much stating that he is America and Jack Gallagher is England.
Man. Brian Kendrick. What happened? We were so good until Tozawa beat you in that street fight. Now you're turning.
He doesn't know.
Now you're turning into we don't know what to do with singles wrestler Charlie Haas.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh.
We can only hope that you get a resurrection like Mizdow.
We can hope.
Because that's the only saving grace for a character like that. Because we don't need y'all coming out next week like Paul Bunyan, or like Bret Hart, or like Vince McMahon, or like a dragon or something. I don't know.
A dragon?
Just any dragon.
Dragon?
Yeah. Let's do it. Dragon. 2020. President.
Sure.
Dragon, CB Monk.
Well, let's keep this train rolling as Alicia Fox talks Noam Dar into facing Cedric Alexander again.
Yeah. Noam was like, I want this to be done. You know what this is going to do? This is going to create the Sheamus Cesaro of...
We're getting Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander as a tag team?
Because what
I'm kind of okay with that.
They're going to realize
that Alicia Fox is a bitch?
Yeah, and they're going to just both one day stop fighting. Like, here's what I'm imagining. In the middle of this upcoming match, they're going to stop fighting and, like, look over at Alicia and then look back at each other and, like, shake hands and just walk out. And Alicia's going to throw one of her crazy temper tantrums.
Hurt her neck again. So yeah, that's happening.
That's what happens when your forehead's so heavy.
Then our main event, Rich Swann versus TJP.
Again, this match has happened before. Going as far back as actually being one of the matches in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Which was the basis for this particular matchup, because TJP was like, yeah, I should be the old TJ Perkins. And so I want to go back to like the guy I was in the Cruiserweight Classic when I beat you.
They had a match. And the match was good.
It was great.
No bones about it. For some reason, the fans started getting really behind TJP at one point.
He was.
So they did some flippy shit.
He was doing some good stuff, so I'm not surprised they were behind him.
The Muda Lock, and then
TJP didn't win.
no.
He actually lost a pin battle, which doesn't happen often.
No.
That was kind of cool. I give them points for that, especially because TJ didn't even realize he lost. He immediately went for a front face lock on Rich Swann, and then realized the music was playing and went, "Wait, what the fuck?" So that was
It's
good.
a heat of the battle moment, which is kind of like something you don't see very often.
Yeah.
But it's like, that moment, like, when you watch, like, a UFC fight, and the person's punching the guy on the ground, and the referee actually just, like, step in and, like, say, whoa, stop it, the match is over.
And then the person who got knocked out, like, still keeps, like, trying to punch. Yeah. So, TJP's mad now, because he's not TJP anymore.
And then... well, we have to look forward to Fire Nick the pay-per-view kickoff show where Tozawa and everyone.
What the? You're putting a title match?
That's not the first time.
But you've literally been building this.
Here's my saving grace.
They are going to be the only match.
Titus is not going to be on the pay-per-view.
Are you sure?
I'm almost sure, because he'll probably be there for Tozawa, and then I'm assuming Tozawa's not going to win. and we're probably not going to see them except for maybe like a short bit because they always do recap whenever a match happens, like in the middle of the pay-per-view. But I'm fairly certain that's the most we're going to get out of Titus O'Neil on Great Balls of Fire. Thank God.
I think you're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment. I think he's going to be out there the whole fucking time.
That would be the worst pay-per-view. That would be the worst pay-per-view in the history of forever. That would be worse than King of
I mean, he's
the
not
Ring.
going to be out there like the whole pay-per-view. He's going to be out there the whole match.
Well, yeah. But, like, that's going to be the only time he's going to be out there. He's not going to be out there during, the main pay-per-view.
Oh.
Just on the kickoff show.
Oh. I mean...
So we get the 3 hours of the pay-per-view with no Titus O'Neil, which is more than we can say for Monday Night Raw.
That's true. And 205 Live, apparently.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know. The other thing I guess I can say is it probably got bumped because they need a half hour for a tag team Iron Man match.
But they don't need to do Enzo versus Cass yet.
But they're gonna. No, I'm gonna say your main event's got Brock Lesnar in it. You know you're gonna have extra time.
You're probably going to end 15 minutes early.
Kind of like everything else Brock Lesnar does.
His kids came out real fast.
That's not what I meant.
Oh.
I just kind of meant the fact that he walked out of a multi-million-dollar contract right after WrestleMania 20.
Fuck you, Brock Lesnar. Go Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Well, that's we're on a bit of a tangent because that's a Raw pay-per-view, and we were talking about Smackdown and 205 Live.
Yeah.
So I think we're done because
Yep.
that was the end of 205 Live.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links.
There's a lot of links.
Like a podcast.
That's what the links.
And reasonable wrestling fans.
That's it's reasonable to W.
Like wrestling.
Wrestling.
That's what I thought you were going to do the whole time. Yeah. We're also going to be having a top 5 and some predictions happening on this channel later in the week. So look forward to it.
Yeah.
But for now, guys.
If you don't look forward to it, then fuck off.
Yeah. Like Titus O'Neil.
And Mojo Rawley.
Yeah. And Brock Lesnar.
Mojo Rawley.
Definitely. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next, where hopefully I'm not this squeaky.
Titus O'Neil.
But
Fuck off.
fuck off, Titus O'Neil.
And Mojo Rawley.
Fuck off, Mojo Rawley. Fuck off, Brock Lesnar.